Malachi, you're a bigger body wide receiver, but I noticed you're good in your routes. You're good in you're solid in your footwork. What kind of work have you put in to combine, make sure that's something that's a part of your game with your size?
Yeah, just ever since I got to college, making that transition from quarterback to receiver, I've been working with the guys in the room and my coaches, just the technique of route running and getting in and out of breaks, like whether it's box drills, big bag drills, just trying to focus on getting out in 3 steps and working back to the quarterback, so that I'm able to create that separation.
What part of your career, college career, did you feel like you took the biggest step in that, where you said, "It's clicking. I can do this. I can do this the way I want to"?
I would definitely say from my sophomore to my junior year, I felt a lot more comfortable actually route running, getting the footwork down, and after that, I think it just continued to excel and to this point now.
You've also shown the ability to make incredible combat catches. You brought up that one-hander against Pitt. What helped you? What kind of work do you put in to have consistent hands as you do?
Just always getting catches, whether it's in practice or after practice, just trying to be around the ball. And it's also a mentality I kind of developed, when the ball's in the air, it's mine. Just having that confidence about me when the ball's in the air and just going to make the play.
I noticed, yesterday in the first practice, underneath routes, you were really attentive in your blocking assignments and getting your shoulder in the right gaps. What did you like and what did you want to improve upon about your first day at Senior Bowl practice?
Yeah, definitely the blocking thing is something I take pride in, especially when I come from a program with 2 great running backs in the backfield. So picking up a key block and springing for a touchdown, I just take pride in that. But one thing I want to clean up is definitely the splits. The splits are a little bit different than we had in college, and then the hashes and the numbers are a bit different. So just cleaning up, lining up, the efficiency in that.
What's the biggest feedback you got from coaches from your day yesterday?
I think that was the biggest thing as well, just where to line up, knowing where to line up, getting the call in the huddle fast. It comes from signals to huddling every play, so it's a bit of a shift, but that's something I'm gonna work to.
There's a lot of really talented receivers in this class. You're one of them. Where do you see yourself amongst your contenders here?
I see myself right in the mix with everybody. We're all coming in competing, but we're trying to help each other elevate in the process. So we're all in there competing, but talking to each other how we can help each other get better. So it's just been awesome.
Malachi, thank you so much. Chris Carter, nice to meet you, sir. You too.
Steelers Nation, lock in right now, because this is exactly the kind of conversation Pittsburgh should be paying attention to as the draft process heats up. What we're hearing from this Senior Bowl interview is not just another prospect talking about his game. This is a blueprint for the type of wide receiver the Steelers have been missing for years. A bigger-bodied receiver who isn't just relying on size, but who is obsessed with footwork, route detail, separation, and playing the game the right way. And when you listen to Malachi explain his transition from quarterback to wide receiver, that alone should grab your attention, because it tells you this is a player who understands the game from the inside out, not just someone running routes on instinct. Think about what he said. He talked about working box drills, bag drills, focusing on getting out in 3 steps, snapping his breaks, and always working back to the quarterback. That is NFL language. That is pro-level preparation. And when he says the biggest jump in his career came between his sophomore and junior year, that tells you this is a player still ascending, still developing, still learning how to unlock his full potential. Those are exactly the kinds of receivers that tend to explode once they get into an NFL system with elite coaching and structure. Now add the mentality. He literally said, when the ball's in the air, it's mine. That's Steelers DNA right there. That's the mindset of contested catch specialists, of third down savers, of red zone weapons. And he backed it up by talking about constant reps, staying around the ball, developing consistent hands. This is not highlight culture. This is work culture. This is the kind of receiver who doesn't disappear when the coverage tightens or when the quarterback is under pressure. But what really stands out for Pittsburgh is the blocking. This is huge. He openly said he takes pride in blocking, in springing runs, in putting his shoulder in the right gap. That matters more in Pittsburgh than almost any other franchise in the league. This city values physical receivers, guys who are willing to do the dirty work, who understand that football is not just about targets, but about contributing to the entire offense. The Steelers have always loved receivers who block, who sell run fakes, who help the ground game breathe. That trait alone puts this kind of prospect on their radar. And then there's the Senior Bowl element. He talked about learning NFL splits, different hashes, different alignments, and how quickly he's adjusting. That's one of the biggest tests at the Senior Bowl. Can you adapt? Can you absorb coaching on the fly? Can you translate college habits into pro concepts? The fact that this is what coaches are already emphasizing with him tells you he's being approached like someone they see as a real NFL player, not just a camp body. Now zoom out and look at the Steelers' situation. Pittsburgh desperately needs young, physical receivers who can grow with the next quarterback, not just role players. Whether it's through the draft or future roster moves, this offense needs size, toughness, route discipline, and reliable hands. And everything this interview shows is that this type of prospect fits exactly what Mike McCarthy wants to build. McCarthy has always valued receivers who can run precise routes, create separation with technique, and still win physically when the play breaks down. This is the kind of receiver profile that thrives in his system. What's exciting is that this isn't about hype, it's about traits. Big body, former quarterback IQ, detailed route work, strong hands, physical blocker, rapid learner. These are the ingredients for a long-term NFL contributor. And in a Steelers offense that's looking to reset its identity, that's gold. This isn't just about one prospect, it's about a philosophy shift. Pittsburgh needs to build an offense that's tougher, smarter, more disciplined, and more consistent. Receivers like this are how you start that process. So when people talk about rebuilding the Steelers offense, don't just think quarterbacks and coordinators. Think about the kind of receivers they need to draft and develop. Guys who love the grind, guys who care about details, guys who want the ball in the air and want to block when they don't get it. That's championship football. That's how you build a sustainable offense, not just a flashy one. Steelers Nation, this is exactly the type of prospect profile that should excite you. Not because of hype, not because of rankings, but because of mindset, work ethic, and fit with Pittsburgh culture. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me if this is the kind of wide receiver you want the Steelers targeting in the draft. Hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed to Steelers Nation Wire, because this draft class could quietly reshape the future of this offense.